Welcome back to Destination Sacred Grounds. Today is the second in the Mindfulness Series, and today we'll be doing a breathwork meditation. So if you haven't seen the first session, go back. I'll try and provide the link either below or up here and check that out first. It was pretty much a quest to do some mindfulness kind of activities in your day-to-day events. So it was about being present with the thoughts that arose and then having a space in the evening to write those thoughts down. Today we're going to do a mindfulness, and I'm excited to bring you some breath work. Be patient with yourself, be loving to yourself, and be kind to yourself. Here is a list of the things that we need to do to prepare for our meditation. And once we've done these things, then we need to prepare our body for the meditation. So take a moment to pause this if you need to. If you do have a little bit of flexibility, it is possible to sit on the floor with a cushion underneath your buttocks, ensuring that your hips are sitting higher than your buttocks. This allows the back to be supported. You can also use a meditation chair if you have one, or another great option is to sit on the floor with your back against the wall so it's also supported. Now, the other option is to sit on a chair with a backing to support your back. This is one of the most easiest for anyone who may have back problems. And of course, there is the lying down method. The trick is, however, if we're practicing mindfulness, not to fall asleep. Lots of people fall asleep as soon as they lay down and start to get into that relaxation mode. And again, for anyone who may have back issues, pop a cushion underneath the knees to support the back. So we start in our seated or laying down position. We get comfortable. We sit to the center. We don't sit too much to the left or the right or the front or the back. We center our body right in this space. We can place our hands down, palms up. We can place them in a mudra, whatever feels comfortable for you. We can close our eyes, or you can have them on soft gaze, looking just in front of you. We begin by placing our attention on the breath, bringing your complete and still focus to the here and now, having the intention to be mindful for the next 5 minutes or so. You might like to take a couple of deep breaths in, really feeling into the body as the breath comes in, and releasing the breath and releasing anything that you no longer need. Bringing your awareness now to the oxygen as it enters the body, perhaps through the nostrils or the mouth. Just noticing, and noticing where it goes in the body, feeling into the spaces. Maybe it reaches the belly and the belly rises with each in-breath. Or perhaps you can feel it in the diaphragm or the chest, the expansion of oxygen as it comes into the body. And noticing where it's released from the nostrils or the mouth. Just feeling into these spaces. Perhaps the temperature is warmer as it's released from the body, and cooler as you breathe this oxygen in. Just feeling into these spaces, your complete focus and attention on each breath. Any distractions of thought, allow them to fade in the background They will be present, and that's okay. Every single time you recognize a thought, bring your focus back to the breath, following the ebb and flow of each breath, breathing as you normally would, not changing or altering the breath too much, just breathing and following the breath from the moment it enters the body, following its spaces within the body, recognizing if the breath is deep or shallow, but not getting lost in a story about the breath, just being completely present, completely still, and following the breath. You might feel into the expansion of the chest, the diaphragm, or the belly as oxygen enters these spaces, and the contraction as it leaves. Following each and every breath, following the ebb and flow, noticing, observing, and feeling into these spaces. And bringing your awareness now from the breath to the sounds around you, perhaps within this space where I am, or within your own space. And in your own time, gently opening your eyes, perhaps looking around the room that you're in or the space, and taking a moment of reflection just for yourself, for being able to do this mindfulness practice. And here are some things to keep in mind for after your meditation. So the quest I have for you over the next couple of weeks is to practice breathwork mindfulness. So you might like to do it each day for 5 minutes or 30 seconds, just to get yourself into a routine of becoming present and aware in the moment of your breath, the very thing that we continue to have because we're alive, we're breathing. And if you've gotten something out of this video, give it a like or share it amongst your networks or your people who you feel might benefit from it. And I really hope that you'll come back again next fortnight. Until then, stay present.